Welcome back to Upstate Bets and DFS. I'm Reoz. We went 1-0 yesterday. Unfortunately, Charlie Blackmon did not play, but he did pitch hit late in the game, got a single, brought a run back in. But if you ran that two-pick power with Cole Irvin, who absolutely smashed his line was at 17 and a half. He ended up right around 37, almost 40 fantasy score. So that was a really good pick. But if you played that two-pick power, it was just refunded, which was nice considering. Charlie Blackmon did miss his line considering he pitch hit, but he didn't play the whole game. But I mean, if he would have played that whole game, we more than likely would have smashed going 2-0. But it is what it is. I'm glad the pick I did give out in play did hit. And if you want more picks, check out the Patreon. It's $10 a month. It's originally $20. We're doing a summer sale. We're covering the early and the main slates for MLB. We're doing UFC, not only pay-per-views, but the fight nights as well. And we're also going to be covering more golf, not just the majors. We're going to be covering tournaments throughout the PGA, the European. I know they do a nice tournament this week before the British Open. That's next week. So a ton of stuff over on the Patreon. You can find it at patreon.com/upstate. Everything will be linked in the description below. But let's jump into these two picks here. Two guys I really like, and the first guy I want to talk about is Max Scherzer over here at the fantasy score. His line's sitting at 37 and a half. I really like the over here. Over on the Patreon, we went 2-0 last night on the main slate. I took Walker last night against these Cincinnati Reds, and he went out there and had a really good start. I believe he had 6 strikeouts. He did give up a 3-run home run, but he got the quality start that we were looking for. The quality starts go off if the pitcher pitches more than 6 or more innings and gives up 3 or less runs. So it was close. But other than that 3-run home run, I mean, the Cincinnati Reds batters just don't look that great. And with Max Scherzer, how he's been pitching this year, I mean, he's got a 5-1 record. He's got a 2.54 ERA, and he's got a 0.92 whip. So we know Max Scherzer's been just pitching unbelievably throughout his whole career, and when going against the Cincinnati team that really strikes out a lot, there's not a ton of threats throughout their lineup, makes me really gravitate towards this 37 and a half. And it's really nice to see that his line's not 40 or more. I probably wouldn't take him, but 37 and a half, I mean, if he doesn't give up any runs, I can really see him pitching 7, maybe even 8 innings in this game if he keeps the pitch count low. And we know the upside that Scherzer has with strikeouts. I wouldn't be shocked if he's upwards to double-digit strikeouts in this matchup. So 37 and a half, I really like this over. Over in the hitter fantasy score is going to be the next guy I talk about. This is somebody I haven't really talked about too much. I haven't really played him over on the Patreon or over here, but that's Anthony Rizzo. I like his over 7.5 here. He is facing Jose Quintana, the pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, but Anthony Rizzo has been really hit or miss so far this season. I mean, he's got a really bad batting average at 223, which isn't that great. We really would think more of Anthony Rizzo, but he's got a nice pitching matchup here. Quintana isn't pitching the best this season. He's probably one of the better pitchers at this Pittsburgh Pirates rotation, but they give up a ton of runs. I mean, their relievers are bad. Their mid-inning pitchers are not that great. They give up a ton of runs, but even though he's got that bad ERA, the bad batting average, he's got 22 home runs on the season. He's got 52 RBIs. So when he does connect with the ball, I mean, it's a chance for him to bring runs in, a chance for him to hit a home run. We've seen Anthony Rizzo. As a Cubs fan, I've watched Anthony Rizzo for a ton of years. When he starts getting hot, which we saw in the last couple of games, he's hit a home run, he's had multiple hit games. When he starts streaking, he's somebody you really want to target, because once that bat gets hot, we could really see some big fantasy score games out of him. And when you just go through the lineup, I mean, you got Torres, you got Judge, you got Stan, you got LeMayo. It's really tough to not throw to a guy like Rizzo, who's got all the upside in the world to hit a home run, to to get a couple doubles. So this is two guys I really like here. Anthony Rizzo over 7.5, Max Scherzer over 37.5 fantasy score, and those are my two guys. Take them out however you would like. Run a 2-pick power with them. Take these two guys, pair them up with somebody, 2 or more guys that you like. Take one of them. I'm just here to give you guys a little better info on this main slate, give you a couple of guys. But like I said before, check out the Patreon. We got the summer sale. Everything's going to be linked in the description below, and I'm going to keep plugging away on these videos. Let's look for another 2-0 night, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace.